Hey guys and gals, let's take a look at the apartment building by Lego City. This is set number 60365, contains 688 bricks, retails for $94.99, and the set was provided to me by the Lego Group for early review. Well, just by first impressions, this doesn't look like any apartment building I've ever seen before, and I don't know, it just looks more like some kind of a modern office building. And there's the kind of minifigures we'll be getting inside. So it looks like we get about 6. And here's the back. And yeah, looks like we're missing a few walls here. It doesn't look too bad just from first impressions. Obviously this is modular. And if this is anything like the city center, it means these are probably going to be individually packaged. Hopefully that means this might be a family build. But is it? Well, we're going to take a tour and find out. Let's start with the good old 360 spin tour. And here we got the front of the apartment building. And it's not an apartment building I've ever seen before. So down here we got ourselves a little convenience store. Here we got ourselves a little place for like trash cans, like for recycling and stuff. And then here we got the apartments. Well, a apartment, we'll take a look at it in a second. We got a green roof up here with solar panels. And we got a pool. It's a bit flimsy there. And a rooftop deck. So it's not too bad on the outside. It's nice and bright and colorful concerning what the parts are when we did the unboxing. You do get 6 minifigures, so there's plenty of things to do with this set. And in addition to the minifigures, we got a bike and a mobility scooter. And don't worry, we'll really go in there and take a closer look at everything. And this one has 2 sides that are left open for easy access into the interior. So down here we got ourselves a little convenience store, and not really a whole lot in there. And then we got a kitchen here. Here we got a little outdoor sitting area that takes you out to the pool. And I don't know, I made bathtubs bigger than that. And of course these are left right here so you can reconfigure the floors. Here's that carport that takes you through here. There's the recycling bin. Here we have a small living room. And we got the bedroom and the bathroom with no sink. So if you need to brush your teeth, you're going to have to walk down to the kitchen. So this is essentially what it is. It's one apartment. Split amongst, what, 3 sections on 2 floors? I don't know. It's a lot of stuff. And you got the rooftop deck. And this little skylight piece here. And these just come off so you can reconfigure things. So just imagine if it rains, it's going to rain inside that little bedroom back here. There's no glass, so the rain's going to rain down right on you. Wake you up in the morning, too. And that's essentially about what it is, you know. And, you know, you keep falling down with that hot dog, you're not going to be a happy camper. Well, let's take a closer look. Here we have our only child minifigure in this set. She's got a hot dog and we're really only on one side of her torso. We have this gentleman here, and I think he's the employee of the little convenience store. And I actually need this wig in medium nougat. Close up of the bicycle. And this gentleman here, and I think he's the one that rides the bike. And then we have this gal on the mobility scooter. Well, those things do tip over in real life if you're not careful. And yeah, it's not a bad little build for what it is. And here's that room here with the trash cans. The carport, or the bicycle port. Here's the entry into the convenience store. And we'll take a look at the interior stuff in a moment or two. We're just going to admire the architecture of the outside of this. Then we got some planters kind of attached here and there, and some flag decorative thing. And here's this gentleman right here. He's in the pool lifting weights. I mean, who doesn't do that, right? Nice print work for the torso. And this pool is kind of loose. Some more planters, and we got ourselves a green roof. We got some, looks like grass and foliage with some solar panels. They're really trying to simulate the green look. And here we have the rooftop deck. So that's not too bad. Now the interior of this is fully playable, as you saw in the 360 spin. So we're going to start over here with a little convenience store, and it's kind of dark in there, but place to serve the slushies, and we got a few supplies here and some kind of credit card machine. I'm not sure what that is. We got a basket or something. Maybe it's the checkout counter. Now for the apartment, you're going to have to use your imagination. So here you got a little kitchen with breakfast bar, just with an oven, stove, and sinks. There's no way to refrigerate your food, and it's very basic. It's nothing special there. You can come over here to the living room, which just has a TV, and that right there is a sticker. We got a basic modern sofa and a little table with a plant on the top. And there's no access to any of these unless you're willing to go out into the void and crawl through that hole. And then here we have the bedroom and bathroom. And yeah, that's pretty much what it is. And the skylight is right above it, so you're going to be rained on if it's raining outside. And here's the bathroom. No door on that. And all you essentially get is a bathtub and a toilet. Nothing more. That's pretty much what it is. And over here, we have a little outdoor patio area, like an eating area. Yeah, that's not too impressive. But hey, at least the person outside can see you in the bathroom if they're on the patio. Yeah, okay, we'll go with that. And then here's the rooftop deck, and I think this is pretty cool. It's very basic, so we just got a basic barbecue with a little palm tree, and this gal here enjoying the sun rays or the LED rays, and she's on her phone or listening to some music. Little table with a little drink of her choice. And yeah, that's pretty much what this is. And overall, you can see that you have access to all the rooms. It's playable. Yeah. Not too bad. Let's dive right on into the review with build experience. And my build experience with this set was really good. And it was one of those sets where I started and just couldn't put it down. So if you watched my build installment, I was going to break this down into 2 installments. Well, I just couldn't stop building it. So it was a pretty good build all around. So if you're looking for a decent build experience, here you go. Build quality, on the other hand, is a bit different. All right, so some of these pieces do come off. These floors are just tacked on with just a few studs. So if you try to pick this thing up, it's probably not going to work very well. Like I've had these pop off a few times. The pull is very flimsy and flopping around. These floors are meant to come apart, but you can't just pick it up anywhere because some pieces may drop out and stuff like that. So you got to be very careful with picking this up. So I'd say the build quality on this is average. Okay. Now for the city drop-in value, well, we'll go back here and look. Well, we got a couple holes back there. You know, that's not really too appealing. So, you know, you'll have to finish this model off in order to make this look like it fit in the city. And of course, there is some things like these studs here, just kind of left open. But I think it's meant for you to move some of the modular pieces around to reconfigure and reattach stuff. Now, for play experience, it's a different issue. You can play with this model. So with the back left open, you have access to all the floors, all the accessories. So you do essentially have access to pretty much everything. So the play experience is pretty good on this set. Not the best, but for what it is, it's pretty good. Now for collaborative build, for the most part, these pieces are pretty isolated. Maybe with the exception of maybe this piece here and this piece on the roof right up here. You had to depend on this piece to attach them, but for the most part you could build all these pieces separately and just put it together as a big giant puzzle. So you could have possibly up to 7 people building the set, 1 person per bag. But that's pretty good. So that would go along with the play experience, because if you're building this with a friend, there you go. That's not too terribly bad with the collaborative build. So my final score for this set is going to be an 8.8 out of 10. 8.8 basically is the scratched glass pieces. There were some of these that were pretty scratched, and I'm going to really ding hard on those now. So I'm just dinging off a point, that leaves the 0.2. Where did that come from? Basically, I had a few things kind of flake off when I was building, but other than that, it wasn't too terribly bad. Or this set would have been a flat out 10. Now remember, there's only a handful of stickers in this set, just very few, and that's what I'd like to see. I don't want to see any stickers, but at least we weren't caking on about 20 stickers on this. And it does come with the 6 minifigures, so that's pretty good. So I would say it's a good 8.8 on this set. I can't go any higher on it. Now, as for the retail price of $94.99, this is essentially what you're getting. A very tall vertical build with an open back for playability. So it's a bit on the pricey side for only just 688 bricks. But you do get 6 minifigures. It's a collaborative build. You do get some medium pieces in here and a few large bricks. That's not too bad. But for me personally, I was expecting this set to be no more than $60 to $70. But $94.99, that's a bit too much. But I want to hear what you guys and gals have to say about this set. What do you think about it? You think the set is worth the $94.99? Do you think it has good play value? You think you could use this in your city? Or just anything in general? Let me know in the comments.